God has knit you together. Matthew 19:6. What God has put together, great understanding of this word, is what God has knit together, right? Should be one. I want to talk about that for a moment, that knitting together, because I think it gets really overlooked. And one thing I want to encourage you tonight is this, is that in your marriage, you should be cultivating that knit together. So when you got married, how many of you been married? I know we got one engaged couple. Most everybody else here is married. Mm-hmm. So if you were married in a church, you had something like this. A pastor stood before you and said, now two become one. How many of you heard that before? Yep. Okay. And now flesh of your flesh, bone of your bone. You're now connected as one. I believe that in a Christian marriage, that's why believers should only marry believers. There is something that happens in that marriage that it so binds you together that there is a supernatural thing. I believe this with all my heart. A supernatural thing that happens that goes beyond what the eye can see, that the two of you become one. I will tell you this. I do not believe that most marriages function that way. That knitting together, that place where you're so knit together in heart and mind and spirit, that many times a lot of Christians don't have that in their marriage. That's why half of marriages end in divorce. But you know, another study was done, and couples that pray together every day, read the Bible together every day, and serve in ministry at a church together, those numbers of 1 and 2 in divorce go to 1 in 1,000. Wow.